Hey guys, Five here with episode number 14 of the Leverkusen career mode, and it is upon us. The season 2, and what inevitably was going to happen. Florian Wirtz, a big offer has come in from Real Madrid. I don't know where they've got the money from. Thought they were like $1 billion in debt, but we do a bit of negotiations with them and with Carlo Ancelotti. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get that 170 million. Like 170 million, because that would allow us pretty much to completely change the team. Which, if you remember at the end of last episode, I said that's what we needed to do. We needed to change the team if we want to fight for Champions League. And what you can see here, after an incredible season last season, I think it was 27 and 27, wasn't it, in goals and assists, he has gone for 170 million. And from that, we will get 158 million added to our budget. So, we've got a lot of money to spend. But now we have to try and replace Florian Wirtz. So the first man we're going to go in for is Noni Madueke. He is the English winger from PSV. And pretty much PSV wouldn't negotiate with us. So we did have to go and pay his release clause straight away. 55.2 million. 20 years old. I think when we signed him, he's 80 overall. I forgot to scout him, but you know, paying the release clause, I think he's 80 overall, 20 years old. He'll be playing on that right wing. And then on the other side is a player that was recommended to us to sign in January, but we couldn't quite get him in January because he'd recently signed, I think. And it was between him, in Noah Lang, and De Ketelaere. And what we went with Noah Lang, just for the fact that he has been recommended. So I think a couple of you boys probably want to see him. And we go to Club Brugge, and we're going to offer them 37.5 million. They accept that straight away. So right now, we've got a left winger, we've got a right winger to kind of replace the goals and assists of Florian Wirtz. Hopefully they can do it successfully. Obviously they don't have to get 27 goals, 27 assists each, but if they get 13 each, it's not too bad in replacing him. Obviously we are going to be changing formation this season. We're going to be going into the 4-3-3 instead of the 5-2-1-2. Maybe we'll go back if we do concede and start leaking a lot of goals, but hopefully we don't, and hopefully we can stick with the 4-3-3 throughout this season. But we are going to give Madueke the number 11, Lang the number 7, and that is not it though for the transfers, because Baker has been sold to Sociedad for 8.9 million, we'll get 7 million of that, and Ezequiel Palacios, his release clause has been played by Roma, and Jeremy Frimpong, his release clause has been played by Villarreal. So that was a 27.5 million release clause from Palacios and a 40.8 million release clause for Frimpong. So now we have to go out and replace Palacios. So what we're going to do is go for Lucas Paqueta in the Lyon team, and we offered them Basuma plus a bit of money. In the end, they wanted 67.5, and I just didn't think that was a good value for our money. So eventually, we will be walking away from this deal. Yeah, they just wanted a bit too much for him, which was... It's unfortunate, really. He would have been a good player for our team. But we are going to go negotiate with them again for another Brazilian midfielder. This time it is Bruno Guimaraes, who has been recommended to us to sign back in January again. Again, we offered Bissouma, didn't quite work out. But we did get him for 27.2 million, which I think is a really good deal. For a 24-year-old, 81 overall, he's going to come straight into the first team. He's going to replace Bissouma, who we are still trying to get rid of. So yeah, comment down below some centre mids that we can maybe replace Bissouma for, maybe we can swap him with. And also some right backs. Obviously we lost Jeremy Frimpong, that means we've got to play Wrench in the first team. And again, we do just need a new right back, either a backup or a first teamer, doesn't mind. But you did see there, Wolfsburg offered 50 million for Van der Beek and it had been accepted. We tried to do the exact same, but Ole would not budge from the 70.2 million. Not sure why. But yeah, you can see there, Frimpong has been sold, 37 million in the pocket. Pohaj I'm not sure how you say that, he's gone to Marseille. And Patrick Schick has had his release clause played by Lille. So what we did is we went and tried to get Lille's striker, but it didn't quite work out right now. So what we had to do is we had to wait for Schick to be officially sold so that they had depth in the striker position so that we could go and get Jonathan David from them. But yeah, a lot of release clauses getting triggered in this window, probably because of the overperformance of some players last season, you know. So yeah, we do miss out on Schick. He was one of the top goal scorers last season, but he did actually get outperformed by Silas. So he will be our main striker this season. It will be between Silas and Jonathan David, kind of rotating in and out between them two in the midfield. You can see here the deal for for Jonathan David didn't go quite so smoothly as I wanted it to. We also thought we actually need to replace Florian Wirtz in that cam position. Wanted to get Julian Brandt back at the Leverkusen, but it didn't quite work out. So I thought, why not go for Dominic Szoboszlai? Gonna need a pronunciation help in the comments for that one. But we offered 40 million for him. Again, we offered Bissouma. It didn't quite work out. But then in the end, we offered 40 million. And I think that's a pretty good deal. Again, we've got a really, really young squad now. And they should just grow from here. I think the oldest player, obviously, in the first team is going to be Demabai, who is 29. Sorry, no. Radetsky, who's 34, is the oldest player. The oldest outfield player is Demabai, who's 29. Other than that, I think the max age is maybe 24 for Guimaraes. I don't think there's anyone older than him, which is really, really good. As we do come into this one, it is the Super Cup, and it is the winner of the league versus the winner of the DFB Pokal. So, this proves... I've completely forgot at the end of last episode to show you the league table. Dortmund won the league. Mental, I know. Erling Haaland dragged them to win the league against Bayern Munich. The dominance of Bayern Munich is over. I think it was 8 seasons in a row last season. So they've ended that dominance. Couldn't get number 9. But you can see how well we are playing in this one. And we are playing the style exactly how I want it. Quick, counter-attacking football. And Silas, unselfish as well. Plays the ball across to Noah Lang. And the Dutchman does go and get his first goal for the club in this competition. Obviously, it's not an official competition. Maybe Dortmund are playing their strongest team. But we're playing how I want to play. Counter-attacking football. We're not going to be dominant on the ball for a lot of periods during this season. But what we can do is counter-attack quickly and actually hit teams on the break. As another, it's the exact same thing. Madueke is quicker than Hummels. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. All he's got to do is finish, and is exactly what he does on his weaker right foot. And the Englishman has his first goal in German football in what could be a vital goal in helping us secure our first trophy of the season, which is absolutely brilliant. 14 minutes into the game, a chance here actually for Dortmund as Tigges plays the ball across to Aouar. Aouar tried to get in the middle, but Bruno Guimaraes, one of his former teammates, former Lille boys, has the ball. He plays it again to Noni Madueke, who down this right-hand side has absolutely had Charlotte on strings. Across to Noah Lang, who gets his second goal of the game. And I think we've spent our money wisely here this transfer window. Florian Wirtz out, and I think we've replaced him with some good players in the attack. Really, really hope we can push on from this game into the actual Bundesliga and start much better than we did last season. Obviously, last season we got the win on the opening day, but then we just lost back-to-back games, and it really halted us near the end of the season when we wanted to qualify for the Europa League. Unfortunately, no clean sheet in this one though. Emre Can does have a nice little outside-the-boot shot pass to Radetsky, and it is denied the chance of a clean sheet in this one. But again, we're going to go for the counter-attack, and again, it is going to be very, very, very nice as they've got one man back. Szoboszlai plays it down nicely. He's one-on-one. All he's got to do is either shoot himself or play it across, as exactly what he does to Silas, who gets his first goal of the season. 4-1 against Borussia Dortmund. The game is wrapped, and we've finally beaten Borussia Dortmund. We have finally done it. Obviously, we lost 5-3. We drew 3-3. Now we finally beat them 4-1. And I tell you what, we like to score goals against Dortmund. Very attacking football. Hopefully we can continue this trend throughout this season with a bit of silverware. And hopefully we can maybe win the Europa League. Maybe win the Pokal. Retain that trophy. And hopefully, I'm praying we qualify for Champions League football this season. You're going to have to wait and see though for the next few episodes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.